What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Torino Career Mode. This is episode number 84, and we start today's episode off here with a game against Lazio away at the Stadio Olimpico, coming on the back of that 3-1 victory against Napoli in the last game in the last episode. As you can see by the league table right now, 6 games in, and we have got 6 wins, the perfect start, but also another team has that record too, 100% so far right from the beginning, and that team is Juventus. So, obviously a very long way to go in the season, but the start these two sides have had has been very impressive indeed. And of course, Juventus won the title in the first season, then the past 2 years we won it. So maybe this year Juventus coming back for their crown, we'll have to wait and see, but still they've made a great start, but so have we. And the first chance of this game would fall to us in the 15th minute as we go down the right hand side and cross the ball towards Immobile, but sadly his header goes just wide of the post and behind for a goal kick. And in the 22nd minute, another good chance for us here. Gagliardini swings in the corner, it's not fully dealt with. Alexandra gives it to Grenier, and our French midfielders strike as well, so by the goalkeeper and turn behind for a corner. So still 0-0, not too much action in the first half, but in the second half, just 7 minutes after the restart here, Gagliardini plays a good ball through towards Immobile, who's going through one-on-one, and Novaretti brings him down with the shirt pull, and the referee awards a penalty. Although I didn't see it at the time, there was actually a Lazio player walking off the pitch. That's why Immobile had so much space to run into. I didn't see the Lazio player walking off the pitch, but either way, Immobile went forward, Novaretti tugged him down with a shirt pull. You can't complain about that one, definite penalty, and a great chance from the spot to make it 1-0. So Neymar is going to stand up and take it. A great chance here for our Brazilian, who's already looked really impressive so far to get another goal. Stands up to take against the goalkeeper Berisha here and ends up smacking the ball into the top corner as the goalkeeper is rooted to the spot. So Lazio 0, Torino 1, Neymar with the goal. He has had such an impressive start to his Torino career, and it's been really good to see, because when he came in I was wondering, should I have signed a proper listed striker, registered in the position striker? Will playing a player out of position hurt him? Will he not be playing as well? But Neymar has had an amazing start. It's already his 7th goal. He is looking very good indeed. But still, Lazio 0, Torino 1. On the hour mark, a good chance for Lazio to equalise, but Bernie made a really good save and turned this shot behind for a corner. And in the 76th minute, a great chance to make it 2-0 here and possibly seal the points. Immobile goes down the right hand side. This time Novaretti beats him, wins the ball back, gives it back to the goalkeeper, who plays it straight to Gagliardini. Back heels towards Immobile, but it's a really good recovery save by the goalkeeper, and he turns it behind for a corner to make up for his mistake. So still Lazio 0, Torino 1. 11 minutes before the end of the game, another good chance to make it 2-0. We crossed in this corner, and John Anthony Brooks has a free header, but unfortunately he puts it wide of the post and behind for a goal kick. And in the 82nd minute, one final chance for Lazio to get themselves back on level terms. Pereira plays a great through ball towards Candreva. It's a 2-on-1 situation. He cuts it across to Lulic, and Lulic misses an open goal, and Lazio, they missed a cutback. Lazio missed a cutback with just over 7 minutes to go. Lulic puts the shot wide of the post with all the goal to aim at. And would it prove costly? Yes, it would, because we held on for the win and won it by a goal to nil. So we deserved to win the game. We did play better, but I cannot believe. I mean, when was the last time you saw someone miss a cutback? You know, that's anyone, let alone the AI on Legendary, missing a cutback. And I thought that serves you right, because, you know, sweaty goals, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with scoring them or anything. I try not to score too many. I don't really classify drill crosses as sweaty goals or chip through balls either. But cutbacks are the definition of sweat, because there's like a 95% chance you're going to score. You've got nothing but the goal to aim at. So when you see someone miss it, it's always a little bit funny. When it's the AI on Legendary, it's hilarious. So I cannot believe they missed the cutback, but they did. But I will say credit to Danilo for getting back, putting the pressure on, chasing down Lulic and sliding in. That's the only reason I can think of why he missed it, because he slid in and he seemed to put him off. But either way, there's still no excuse. I mean, yes, great defensive work from Danilo to not give up on the play, but either way, really embarrassing, and Lazio miss a cutback. How about that, as we get the win. Still following that, a couple of international friendlies here with Italy. I don't know if I mentioned, I think I have already, but basically there's a World Cup at the end of the season in 2018, Russia 2018, and a few of you have been asking me whether I'll be playing the World Cup or not. The answer is most likely not, because we did the Euros of Italy and it was disastrous. That was terrible. We lost and got knocked out in the group stages of that, and I don't think I'll play the World Cup, just because usually when I end a series, this is our final season, usually when I end a series I'll end it with a club game as opposed to a country game. So that's why I'll probably go ahead and end it come the end of the season with Torino, as opposed to playing the World Cup with Italy, even though we have already qualified. But you never know, we'll have to wait and see. But I thought I'd just throw it out there just in case I have haven't mentioned it yet. Still, we took on Atalanta for the second game of today's episode here as top play bottom, as 20th place come and take on first place here at the Stadio Olimpico de Torino. The first chance did fall to us, but Benassi's shot went wide of the post, and in the 18th minute here, Neymar's doing some skill and finds Darmian, plays a lovely ball out wide towards Sterling, flicks it up, waits for the run of Alexandro, plays it to the left back, who shoots from a tight angle, but Sportiello has quite a simple save and turns behind for a corner. So still Torino 0, Atalanta 0, but early pressure coming from Torino. And from the corner, Hakan Çalhanoğlu swings it across to the centre. Neymar wins the header, but it goes onto the roof of the net and behind for a goal kick. So lots of early pressure coming from Torino, but still goalless. In the 30th minute here, a good chance to make it 1-0. Çalhanoğlu plays a great ball through towards Neymar, but he takes a couple of touches too many. And again, Sportiello makes quite a comfortable save at his near post to keep it at 0-0. So going into the break, it was still goalless despite all the pressure coming to Torino. And 8 minutes after the restart, another good chance for us here. Alexandro gets on the ball, cuts inside. Now Brazilian left back finds Lorenzo Motta through towards Benassi, tries to poke it through the gap, but wins it back after the pass is deflected. It comes back to him. He takes the strike from just inside the area, and our number 94 makes it Torino 1, Atalanta 0. So just before 10 minutes after the break, Benassi does open the scoring. Missed a great chance in the first half, but isn't going to miss this one. Really good finish there, shooting from just inside the area, and he makes it Torino 1, Atalanta 0 as he claims his first goal of the season. And in the 68th minute, a good chance to make it 2-0 here. Sterling gets on the ball and plays it out wide towards Lucas, down the left-hand side. Our rapid Brazilian winger cuts inside here, good chance for a drill cross, does do so, drills towards Çalhanoğlu, who takes a touch, gets taken down, and the referee gives a penalty to Torino. However, unlike the first penalty you saw in this episode where Immobile got his shirt pulled down and it was a clear-cut penalty, this one I wasn't too sure, because as you'll see in the slide challenge by the number 27, the knees do clap together there. The left knees of both, left knee of the Atalanta player and the right knee of Çalhanoğlu does come together, but he does win a lot of the ball. And to me, like, you can make a claim for it because there's contact before he wins the ball, and that's fair enough. But for me, when you win all the ball like that and there's only slight contact with the knees, I thought it was a little bit harsh. So usually when we get those penalties, we'll chip them down the middle. We do the exact same here, chip it down the middle, but Çalhanoğlu still scores anyway. Sportiello dives to his right hand side, and Çalhanoğlu claims a goal. So we're 2-0 to Torino. Hakan Çalhanoğlu's first goal in the Serie A this season, and again, was it a penalty? Wasn't it? I mean, you can make a claim for it, but I wasn't too sure. But either way, chipped down the middle, made it fair, but we got the goal anyway. So Torino 2, Atalanta 0. But from kickoff here, Atalanta wanted to get themselves back in the game, as Cazorla gets onto the ball, he back heels towards his teammate. Eventually comes to Kone, who gave away the penalty. The shot comes in from just outside the area, but he goes wide of the post and behind for a goal kick. So still Torino 2, Atalanta 0. And in the 77th minute here, another good chance for us to make it 3-0. Lucas gets tackled by Kone, but wins it back. Gives it inside towards Benassi, who scored our first goal. Out wide towards Darmian, who takes it around his man and shoots, and also scores as well to make it Torino 3, Atalanta 0. So really good finish by Darmian there. That's the icing on the cake. We're going to get the 3 points, no doubt about it now, and a really solid victory as well, because, you know, this game, first versus 20th at home as well. You'd expect us to win, yes, but either way, sometimes they can be quite a tricky tie. Sometimes the away side will surprise you, but in this one, we did play far better, and we were going to be deserving of the win. So Torino 3, Atalanta 0. But from kickoff here, after a few substitutions, Cazorla finds his teammate, who gives it the ball back. He goes down left-hand side, and eventually they're whipping across to the centre. And unfortunately for us, Mario Lungu's first strike is brilliantly saved by Bernie, but sadly, he doesn't get to keep his clean sheet because Mario Lungu gets to his own rebound and turns the ball into the open goal. So this save by Bernie was really impressive. You know, only a few yards between him and Mario Lungu, but even so, sadly, the number 25 does turn in the rebound and make it Torino 3, Atalanta 1. So no clean sheet for Burnley, sadly, but in the 88th minute, a good chance to make it 4-1 and get our 3-goal cushion back. Çalhanoğlu gets on the ball, roulettes round the defender and shoots, but it's a brilliant stop by Sportiello, and eventually Atalanta clear the ball away, but not fully. Danilo wins it back, finds Lorenzo Motta, plays it out wide towards Florenzi here. Florenzi gets onto the ball, eventually plays it inside towards Çalhanoğlu. Lovely chip ball across the face of the goal here for Benassi to run onto it, but unfortunately his header goes wide of the post and behind for a goal kick. But it was how the game would finish though. Torino 3, Atalanta 1. So sadly no clean sheet for Burnley, but that was the only sad part about the game. A really solid victory. We didn't dominate possession as much as I really wanted to in this game. That was probably my fault for giving the ball away too many times, but either way, we were the deserved winners in my opinion. We won it by 3 goals to 1, and that is now 8 wins from our first 8 games games in this Serie A. Absolutely incredible start. Benassi was my player of the game. He was everywhere. But yeah, 8 wins from our first 8 games in the Serie A. Impressive start to our 4th and final season with Torino. We're going for 3 league titles in a row, and right now, you'd definitely say we are going to be the favourites with this beginning. But that does end the episode, guys. The last thing you see is me offer a contract to Gabbiadini, which I thought was kind of funny. He's been put on the transfer list because he says he's underpaid and wants more money. But as we go into the contract side of his contract negotiations with him, as you'll see, he doesn't actually want a pay increase. So I thought that was kind of funny. But regardless, that does end the episode, guys. So thank you very much for watching the video. Really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed today's episode of Torino Career Mode, then please do leave a like, and I will see you for the next episode of Torino Career Mode very soon.